Pabonka said, the aggregates, elements, sources, and limbs of Lama Lobsang to one Dorje Amatsongkaba appear in the aspect of the 5 lineages of Dorje Shugden and their retinue. Realizing that in reality I am practicing yoga, the 32 deities of the body mandala, I offer this practice to you, O 5 lineages of Dorje Shugden. Please accept it with delight. You are inseparable from Lama Tsongkhapa. Inseparable. Then he has 5 main emanations. This is the principal one, which is fine. Then he has a peaceful one on an elephant. He has a control one on a dragon. He has an increased one that gives us money on a horse, yellow palomino horse. And then he has the very fierce, scary one riding on a Garuda, dripping with blood. And Vital Chana Dorje Shugden, the peaceful one, is a manifestation of the form aggregates of Lama Tsongkhapa. Ratna Shugden is increase. Ratna is giving, wealth, is the manifestation of the aggregated feeling of Lama Tsongkhapa, tactile feeling. Pedma Shugden, control, red one, is the manifestation of the aggregate of discrimination of Lama Tsongkhapa. And Karma Shugden, Chakpo, means the fierce one on Garuda, is a manifestation of the compositional factors of Lama Tsongkhapa. Some people believe that Dorje Shugden is the emanation of Manjushri who shows a worldly aspect, but that is incorrect. He is not in a worldly aspect. He is Lama Tsongkhapa. His form reveals, his whole body teaches you the Dharma. He's a fully ordained monk, which shows you, hold your vows. Hold moral discipline. In his left hand, he holds the heart of an enemy. This one means destroy ignorance, destroy self-grasping mind. That is the heart of samsara. That is the heart of your suffering. And him holding it here means his principal way is to guide you to destroy self-cherishing mind. He wears a yellow, golden hat that represents Nagarjuna's pure middle way view, Madhyamika, which is prevalent in Tibet. And if we meditate and study that, we achieve emptiness. We can fly. We can walk through walls. Principle, Nagarjuna. His right hand holds a wisdom sword, and that wisdom sword is curved, and it's on flames. Why? Like a pointy sword that can penetrate and kill something. With Nagarjuna's view of emptiness, you can kill and penetrate through samsara. And the sword at the same time represents, he will remove your obstacles. His lion is a symbol of 4 fearlessnesses, or the 4 noble truths of Lord Buddha. That he has realized the 4 noble truths. So on the basis of the 4 noble truths, he acts as a Dharma protector. So sitting on the lion is not he went to the forest and caught a lion. Sitting on the lion, fearlessness, the king of animals, means he has become the king of beings, a Buddha. So therefore the lion has 4 legs representing the 4 types of fearlessness, or the 4 noble truths of Lord Buddha. He is sitting on those attainments firmly. And this is very good for us. He has a jewel-spitting mongoose perched on his left arm. See, in India, mongooses represent wealth and good luck. You know, it's a good portent. So he has a mongoose here spitting jewels, and then incorrect on the bottom, he has a bowl where jewels fall down. This represents that he is a wealth deity. See, not all Dharma protectors can help you get wealth. If you practice Dorje Shugden well, he will secure your wealth, he will help you get wealth, and he will maintain your finances and help you. Oh, definitely. If you devote yourself to him with correct motivation, wealth will come onto you. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And so the mongoose represents that. It's very simple. No more deeper than that. He's a wealth god. The single eye in his forehead, the single eye, represents he sees the past, the present, and the future at the same time, and things that ordinary eyes cannot see, he can see. So therefore, he can see what's good for you and not good for you. So if you pray to him and you don't get your wish, don't get pissed off and throw the milk at him. Sometimes the wishes we have can lead to something worse in the future. So he doesn't always grant us what we want the way we want it. So if we really trust, we surrender. We pray and we surrender. I would like it this way, but you do it even better for me. Example, if you say, hey, you know, I want that airplane. You know, I want to get it. I want to blah, 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 blah. And you do his mantra, blah, blah, blah. Maybe you won't get it because if you get the airplane, you might have an accident and die. You don't know that. Maybe you say, may I have a safe trip? You know, I'm going to go to Japan, and may I have a safe trip? And you do black tea to him, and then on the way, you lose your air ticket. You're like, oh my God, what kind of Dharma protector is this? You can't even protect my air ticket. But maybe you hear later, something happened to the airplane, or there was an earthquake. He will manifest like that. Let me tell you, with my own eyes, I've seen it. How he manifests. Sometimes with a few students, when we're sitting in front of his chapel in my house, and we're just talking. If I mention something that I want to do that's good, immediately the water in the front will overflow. Who was with me when that happened? Anybody here? Yeah, David. Tell us about that. He was standing there. We got a shock, right? David, for the first time, said, "Oh, Buddhas do exist." BVTC. Tell us what happened. He was with me. What were we talking about? And right at that cue, what happened? Water overflowed right in front of our eyes. And he gives that kind of signs all the time. Let me tell you, he's very affectionate too. Trigya Rinpoche's been practicing it every single lifetime. When Trigya Rinpoche's previous life, when he was young, he was a little naughty. High Lamas are usually naughty. So he doesn't want to do his studies. He's hanging around in his room playing with his toys, And when his tutor comes, the tutor's going to beat him. So the protector doesn't want his little Trigya Rinpoche to be beaten, so he'll make crackling sounds near him. So Trigya Rinpoche, I better pretend I'm studying. Many, many times. That Trigya Rinpoche wrote in his own biography. Even to protect me from my tutor's bamboo stick, he will make sounds and protect me. Yeah. And when the Dalai Lama, when Tibet was seized by Mao Zedong's guards that time, seized, and they were shelling Lhasa, bombing, 1959. The Dalai Lama asked Trigya Rinpoche to ask the famous oracle, Kangsa Kuten. Kangsa is a famous Dorje Shugden oracle in Tibet. And then the oracle went into trance. Trigya Rinpoche couldn't go because he's too high. So he sent his assistant, another Rinpoche student, to have audience to ask, should the Tamjekam, all-knowing holder of the lotus lead Tibet or stay? Incredible. The protector immediately, Dorje Shugden entered immediately and did a dance. Did a very powerful dance. And he took his sword and he threw it. And it landed on the ground with a kata. And he says, hold this sword at your entourage. Tell His Holiness, leave now. I will be with him. Nothing will come. Leave now. So in the middle of the night, because of Dorje Shugden's instructions, Trigya Rinpoche, all of them had to wear lay clothes for the first time in their life and assist His Holiness, the Royal Mother, the Holy Mother, the Mother of His Holiness, and his brothers and sisters, and the High Lamas, Ling Rinpoche, all that, and the few monks from Ganden, Sarah Drepung, onto the entourage of His Holiness, and there are 100,000, escape into the night. Even Dorje Shugden told them how to go, where to go. And why? We have monks living today who were there, who witnessed this.
The monastery of Sera, near Maizo. The previous abbot of this monastery accompanied the Dalai Lama. Lobsang Yeshe was his assistant. He went to the oracle of Dorje Shugden in his retreat in order to request exact instructions, says Lobsang Yeshe.
I was sent to ask the oracle. I was the only one present. The oracle said that the Chinese had prepared everything. The life of the Dalai Lama is no longer safe. You should go to the summer palace tomorrow and ask the Dalai Lama to leave the country via the southern route.
Was this the advice the oracle gave?
Yes, that's what the protector told me through the oracle, just like we're talking to each other.
Lobsang Yeshe tells us that the oracle gave precise instructions as to how and by which route the escape should take place, with the monks as his bodyguards.
This is written in Trigya Rinpoche's own biography, and the Dalai Lama told him to write it, by the way. You'll read in the beginning of the biography, the Dalai Lama asked me to write it. I'm not interested. From Tibet, Lhasa, to India, all the way, it was Dorje Shugden who guided. And they were in an area near India that was very wide. You'll see in Kundun, you'll see in the movie, a white snow-blanketed area. I mean, they stick out like, sore thumbs. The Chinese, immediately, airplanes above, looking for Dalai Lama. Because you know what? Right after the Dalai Lama escaped, they bombed, they shelled, and they went one by one looking for the Dalai Lama to check if he's dead or not in Lhasa. But he escaped. And on the way, immediately, when he was escaping in an open area, a huge cloud, the Dalai Lama said himself, a huge cloud covered the whole entourage, and the planes flew over, couldn't see anything, went off. That was the biggest danger they had. That was him. And every single day, the Kamba, one section of Tibet, very tough guys who sworn their life to the devotion of Dalai Lama, right? Carry swords and rifles. They don't care about Buddhism. You want to say anything about Dalai Lama, they kill you at the end. Not everybody in Tibet were holy. Anyways, they're called Chushikantruk. 4 waters, 6 rivers, 6 mountains. They're an association that protects the Dalai Lama, bodyguards. They're protected at Dorje Shugden. Every day in the morning, they make sung offering. Juniper, like we do outside here, juniper every day, and black tea guide us. Every single day. And it took, 20 days, 15, 20 days, 1 month for His Holiness to traverse across the long way to India. And if it wasn't for His Holiness escaping from Tibet, we wouldn't be here right now. we wouldn't be here. And the one that took him out was Dorje Shugden. Again, the protector of the Dharma. Oh, this one you can read in Tridharmachi's biography. You can go onto the internet. You hear about monks from Sera who talk about it. That they were there. They were one of the armed forces. They were there to protect His Holiness. And the oracle, everything. So, if the protector can take care of someone like His Holiness and help him escape from Tibet and high lamas, I think he can take care of us. I think there wouldn't be a problem.